Good morning, dear children. Today we are going to start with chapter 16 of grammar, and the name of the grammar topic which we are going to study is the present tense. Children, what do you mean by tense? Tense means the time which has passed, the time which is going on, and the time which is about to come. What do we call the time which is running, which we are experiencing? Of course, it is known as the present tense. And the time which is passed away and which is not going to come again, that is past tense. And the time which is yet to come, that is future tense. So in today's class, we will be studying about the present tense. You all are familiar with present tense. Present tense means the time period which is going on, which is running, and we are living in this time only. Present tense, it has the four different forms. What are they? Present indefinite, present continuous, present perfect, and last, present perfect continuous tense. You all are very much aware about these tenses, these forms of the tenses, but may not be knowing the difference amongst these. They all belong to the present tense, but still there is slight difference in these four forms of the present tense. So today I'm going to explain you these four forms of tenses along with the examples and the exercises. Based on this, you have to solve it. Few I will be giving, but few you have to solve it on your own. So let's start first with the present tense. So children, I was telling you about present tense. Have you ever guessed the time which is going on, the time which has passed away, and the time which will come? So as I have told you in the beginning, the time which is going on, it's known as present tense. So the word tense is derived from the Latin word tempus, which means time. Tense is the form in which a verb is used to express when an action is, was, or will be performed. So children, what is tense? It is a form in which a verb is used to express when an action is or was or will be performed. Based on time frame, that is when the action is taking place, we can divide or categorize tense into three types: present tense, past tense, future tense. Since we are doing, so we'll focus here on one type of tense, and that is present tense. So children, what is present tense? The tense which expresses an unchanging, repeated or reoccurring action or situation that exists only now. It can also represent a widespread truth. So children, an action which expresses the situation that exists only now, that is present tense, and it also represents a widespread or the universal truth. Like past and future tense, present tense also categorized in four types: present indefinite tense, present continuous tense, present perfect tense, and present perfect continuous tense. So first of all, we'll see What is present indefinite tense? The tense where verb suggests the action which takes place always, in habitual or regular basis, widespread truth, historical truth, and near future. So, children, what is present indefinite tense? In this tense, the verb suggests the action which takes place always, in habitual or in regular basis, also some truth and also the near future. So, what will be the structure? How the sentence will be formed? First of all, in the sentence will be the subject, then verb S or ES depending upon the subject, plus object plus extension if anything has to be illustrated or explained. The example, I go to school. In this sentence, I is subject, go is verb, and to school is object. She dances. Here in this sentence, she is subject and dances is verb. Karim goes to school every day. In this sentence, children, Karim is subject, goes is verb, to school is object, and every day is extension. So, I hope you have understood what is present indefinite tense. Like habitual, I was speaking about habitual truth. Habitual truth means which happens every day. Almost it's the truth of this earth. Mother cooks rice thrice a day. Then the widespread truth which is accepted all over the world. The moon gives us light. Historical truth, the truth which happened in the past history. Akbar ascends the throne at the age of 12. Near future, that is something which is going to take place in the coming time. The school opens tomorrow. But for interrogative and negative sentence in present indefinite tense, we use do or does depending on the person. Present continuous tense, the tense where verb suggests the action which is currently running. So, here the verb suggests the action which is still going on. And how? What is the structure of the sentence? Subject plus be. Be verb means be verb means am, is, are in the present tense. And the main verb with ing plus object. Like example, he is coming tomorrow. I am reading in this school. They are playing football like old days. So, this is the example of present continuous tense. I hope children you all have understood this tense, present continuous tense. Then some more examples. Is it correct? I am seeing a bird. Structure wise, it's yes. And verbs of perception wise, it's no. So, let's see what is definition of verbs of perception. The verbs which are used to express our feeling of something through our five senses are called verbs of perception. So, children, the verbs which are used to express our feeling or something which we experience through our five senses, those are called verbs of perception. And when they are used to mean something in a normal or general way, there would be no continuous tense of them. For example, I see a bird. That means you are looking at a bird through your eyes, and eyes, everybody know, is a sense organ. Now the next is present perfect tense. A work that is just finished, but the result of it is still present. In such case, we see present perfect tense of the verb. So what is present perfect tense? A work that is just finished, but the result of it is still present. In such case, we see present perfect tense of the verb. And the example, it has rained. And the structure of the sentence is subject plus auxiliary verb has or have. Auxiliary verb, we can also say helping verb plus main verbs past participle plus objective. So example, just finished. He has just finished it. A work done long ago but can be done again. He has written a number of novels. My father has been transferred to Khulna recently. I have seen it often. I have lived here for 10 years. Now the next is present perfect continuous tense. A work started in the past and still continuing. In such cases, we get verbs present perfect continuous tense. So children, what is present perfect continuous tense? A work started in the past and still continuing. In such cases, we get verbs present perfect continuous tense. And the structure of the sentence is subject plus auxiliary verb, that is has and have, plus been plus main verb with ing plus object plus for plus period, that is since and for at the end. Example, it has been raining for 2 hours. He has been living here since 1919. Children, when some particular date or the particular time is mentioned, is specified, in that sentence since is used, and when the period of time is described, there for is used in the sentence. So that is all. I hope you all have understood the present tense and the 4 form of the present tense. Go through the grammar book and read the explanation and try to solve the exercises based on the present tense. Thank you. Have a good day.